back. It has been a long time I didn't do a video, but today I'm back. So I'm going to start to refresh the memory, what we did last time, and then we do another video today with a new topic. We stay in web development, of course, but with a new video, not new topic. All right, so let me share my screen and then we can see what we saw last time, and then we refresh the memory. So I think last time this is what we saw. I'm going to move my screen over here. I think this is better. All right, so we talked about HTML. What is the function of HTML in web development, in front-end development? So it's used to structure the HTML page, and we saw some demonstration with the front-end developer. And after that, we continue to see the anatomy of HTML element. So we talked a little bit about this, and then we saw anatomy of HTML document and a nested element where we can see other element inside element. So here we have example of a paragraph and a strong element inside a paragraph, or another element which is EAM, but it's really italic, so inside a paragraph. So we saw also the void element. As we said before, when we started, we said an element has two tags, opening tag and a closing tag, but there are some elements that they don't have a closing tag, so those they are called void element. And we saw the attributes they're inside a tag. Let's take an example here for image tag. It has attributes like a source. It's where we're going to get that image, alt. It's when you hover the mouse on that image, they will show you what that image is about. And also we continued with the attribute. We can have a width and height of image. Good stuff. And we saw the special characters in HTML, like greater than, less than. So all these things we saw last video. If you didn't see it, if you don't remember it, you can go back to the last video I did. So I'm doing this just to refresh the memory. And then we ended with HTML comment, something that you not see on the web page because it is just for the developer to see what is doing, or for another developer that we're going to see this code. So this is what we saw last video. I hope you still remember. If you don't remember, you can go back to the last video. All right. So in today's video, let me open what we are doing today. All right. We are continue talking about web development, first part, which is front end. And again, we are still talking the first part of the first part. So we have web development. In web development, we have front end and back end. So we started with the front end. In front end, we thought that we have, I repeat always the same thing just to make sure that we are on the same page. HTML, we have, so no, in front end, we have three principal thing we have to know, which is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So we started with HTML because it's what makes the page, the structure of the page. All right, it doesn't look beautiful. It doesn't look what you see every day on the web, but that's how every web is done or is built. Okay, so let's start with the heading and paragraphs. In older days, but also today, they're still using it, like magazines and newspaper or books. You see the title, and then that is heading, and inside the title there is a paragraph. So they make sure like a big title to see your attention, to make sure that you see you're going to buy something, or you're going to buy that a newspaper or a book. Even though sometimes they lie, what they put as a title is not what is inside. That's another subject. So, but yeah, so we have titles everywhere in books. So also in a web, we have different titles, and they are called headings. And in HTML, we have 6 types of heading, from H1 to H6. Those are tags. So the H1, obviously, it will be the biggest, and then H6 will be the smallest. All right, so here in the left, you can see how it's done in the code, H1 till H6. And then here on the right, you can see how it's rendered. Also here, you can see I am a paragraph, and H1, I am the title of the story. All right, so usually you use H1 in one page just to tell what is that page is talking about, and then you will go through on a step by step, lower, H2, H3, just like that. So let's see an example here how you can implement the H1, H3, the heading. All right, so in my free time, I like to watch movies and TV show. My favorite TV show is Game of Thrones. So during all these class or calls, we will be talking Game of Thrones a lot. Yes. So here we're going to see the H1, how you can embed H1 inside and paragraph to make look like a web page. All right, so here you can see we put H1 as a title. It's a big title. It's a title of this page. And then after that, we put a paragraph that doesn't show much. And then we see a subtitle, which is it's lesser important. That's the title. And then there's H3 that say a little bit about what you're going to say inside. And then paragraph, of course, going to describe everything we want to talk in the headers. All right, so we can combine headers inside headers, and then we put paragraph. They go together. Combination, very good. All right, so let's talk here a little bit about a list or lists. So list is an element here in HTML. We have, for example, a grocery list. When you go to a grocery, you make a list. And for example, if you are organized, you're going to create a to-do list. You're saying, I'm waking up this time, I'm going to do this, and that, this. So those are the lists. All right, so how many type of lists do we have? So there are 2 types of lists. There is unordered list. So it's a list that is not ordered. Meaning, for example, a grocery list, you don't need to order it if everything you're going to buy is in the same store. Why do you have to order that? Unless it's a big store, you know whatever you're going to buy, where it is. So you start here or you start there. It will be easier for you, but you don't really need to order it. So it's an ordered list. So it will come like a bullet. This is the syntax of that. Let's say an example of a list of episodes in Game of Thrones season 1. So how you create an ordered list? You start with this tag, UL. It means an ordered list, and then you close the tag. But inside that list, you have to put the list elements. So every list element, we have the opening tag, li, and then you have to close it. Then you will get bullet of those elements in the list. The second type of list is ordered list. For example, to-do list, that can be ordered list because you want to do things in some way, in sequences. Say, I wake up this time, I do this, after this, I did this. You cannot do this without doing the first thing. All right, so here you will get numbers. For example, list of episodes here. But the tag will be OL, which is ordered list. And then each element will be LI. All right, that's it. And then this is not really used. This is not a common thing that you use in HTML, but it's a good thing to know that it exists. It's a description list. So it has a description list, which is the the parent, if I can say. And then inside we say description type, term, and then inside you do be descriptions, DD. So you will not really see that much, but yeah, it's good to know that this thing exists. All right, that is for this video, and I hope to see you again to the next video. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen and then stop recording. Bye-bye.